Oh no, what is going on? This is technology. Sorry.
I asked you early on when we first started because I didn't think it was recording. Did it just start on its own now?
Just started on its own now.
You know, do you think it's because it thinks you're an hour later? It's about an
That's
hour right now.
that's possible.
This was so beautiful, but okay, we were here for it.
Unbelievable. Oh gosh. Okay. Let's try that again. Oh, to everyone who's listening now, we just went through our check ins and some really beautiful exchanges. And as what seems to be in the field lately, technology did not quite work properly, where the recording of the first part of this did not occur. We're so sorry. But we are going to start right now with our meditation intention. And just to repeat this for everyone, our intention today is this: trusting our soul's needs being divinely met. May we use wisdom and beginner's mind to perceive and gratefully integrate the blessings, meaning lessons and blessings. Great Spirit, Divine Source, all that is, all the master teachers and loving guides, those from the ancestral and angelic realms. Thank you for your presence as always. And for our intention today, our intention is this: trusting our soul's needs being divinely met. May we use wisdom and beginner's mind to perceive and gratefully integrate the blessings, lessons, and blessings. 3 minutes begin now. 3 minutes are complete. Just take a few moments to jot things down if you wish to. Any impressions, symbols, images, sounds, or just silence, whatever you received. Our intention is this: trusting our soul's needs being divinely met. May we use wisdom and beginner's mind to perceive and gratefully integrate the blessings, lessons, and blessings. 6 minutes begin now. 6 minutes are complete. Our intention is this: trusting our soul's needs being divinely met. May we use wisdom and beginner's mind to perceive and gratefully integrate the blessings, lessons, and blessings. 9 minutes begin now. 9 minutes are complete. On a slight continued technical glitch note, I have a remote that turns on the Therify, and we had an electrical glitch just as I pressed the button. So the Therify did not come on for 9 minutes, and I had to manually go over and return it on. So anyway, just want to let you know. Interesting energetics continue.
I was hoping you were saying that the electrical surge restart meant you did get to record the first part.
Oh, I wish. I wish. Oh gosh. It literally is, Joy knows this, it's like this never ending story until this all gets, I think, reconnected with Global Heart platform. These very bizarre non-recording recordings are happening. It's just it's a little sad, but it is what is happening right now. So
Maybe some moments are just not meant to be recorded.
that, yes, there is truth in that, and maybe there is a reason. Uh, it is quite true. Quite true. All right, so because of these little glitches, we are delayed in our timing, and I am very respectful of people's time, but at the same time, I want to ask if you can stay, please do, because this is now a time for us to share, and perhaps if you can stay that extra time, it would be great if you can just summarize, maybe in a sentence or so, what you expressed before, so that the recording doesn't have to be recorded. Just like a little one-liner would be very helpful. We'll thread this weaving right back together again. All right, who would like to go first? Stephen, did you just raise your hand?
I was trying to think about how to rephrase it when it was kind of a continuation of what I was talking about before in the session. Like I've been like I need the support. I need to be able to get through it on my own, and I had to be like pushed into that from from my mom dying and my brother going insane to finding a place on my own and actually, not in that sad to say comfort zone of being Baker acted and thrown into the hospital every time I have a panic attack when dependent on pills with the norms. Um, and the first thing that came to me during the meditations was what I said about getting that thing for us. I was interested in how it would amplify each other, but I wasn't including myself. And I think that's some of the biggest issues I have with the people, the difficulties with people, which has always made me wonder that reverse double down Munchausen's that I was told my mom had, that I don't want to keep going, would be that when I thought I was feeling too much energy, all it was having to go to the bathroom. So I closed my cam and went to the bathroom, got some light codes out, movement in, and I was like, at least that's what came to me when I was like, she said to pause the camera, let me do that, and the thought stopped.
Thank you so much for sharing, Stephen. Beautiful. All right. Who's next?
I will
And
go.
yeah, watch the replay. You might see me healing myself with that thing, even though I went with regret over that. Not not counting myself in what you said was available to help people. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Moldavite is magnetic anyway. But I've always used uh, uh like the stones and stuff when I was here. So I'm sorry for interrupting.
No, that's okay. So this is so beautiful. So what you just said, Stephen, is that you are recognizing that your presence here contributes as much as everyone else to help other people heal. That is a beautiful recognition, and I'm so grateful. That's beautiful. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
And I echo that, and I also want to say, Stephen, it doesn't have to be magnets. Your hand is electromagnetic, but the intention that you have when you're holding the device that you got for EMF, or stones or whatever it is, those are perfect because your intention, it's our words, it's our thoughts, it's our beliefs that hold the energy, that shift the energy, that literally create the energy. So you're beautiful, beautiful work. Thank you for being here. And be sure and check the chat because you're getting messages there. And we just hold your heart. We hold you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can
Okay.
I go ahead and go real quick?
Please do,
I'm
Joy.
gonna try. So mine was kind of long, but to make it a little bit shorter, I shared that it's just you guys are the community and you're very important. And we had some real struggles in being able to do my vision of how I wanted the loyal hearts of Global Heart Healing to be honored and invited into the community to build the community. And it's taken quite some time and about 8 months to shift the platform. And so it's been big and intense, but it's here and it's welcome and it's thrilling. And it's thrilling because we do get to build this new sacred, safe community the way that I wanted to with you all. You are the community, you're essential. And the other communities that we've done before just weren't they either weren't functional or they weren't even participated in. So I feel like you'll feel differently about this one. It's super beautiful. It really is exactly what we're doing here in there. And I have one more question at the end of the thing before everyone leaves about a November or December group gathering. So I'd like to do a check-in on that later. Thank you.
Will you remind me, Joy? You can interrupt. Okay, Arthur, go ahead.
Oh, I'm not. I just wanted to ask Joyce to be sure that I get that information because I'm getting Lee's messages, but I'm not always. I don't think I'm always getting yours. So I would like to do. Just make sure. We'll set that later.
Okay, very good.
Um, and for my thing at the beginning, I would reiterate Paramahansa Yogananda's short phrase that I've employed so many times, learning about it. Om, and ground yourself to the earth and ground yourself first. And then, Divine Mother, speak through me. And during the Therapy and the 3 minutes, Ishpachtia was talking, and she said, "Darling, I hold you as my sole guide in certain matters, and know that you share the same relationship with me. I heal. You guide us to God together. Take me to the SRF soon, storms tonight. I sit between the bells, to touch your heart more deeply. And she's sitting between the bells of your therophi.
Thank you so much. Beautiful. Thank you. All right, who's next? Magdalena.
Hey there. I just want to say again, I wouldn't have, be tired of it, saying it all over again, so I can say it more that this is, such a wonderful group. I won't get tired of saying this. And it just is such a blessing to be here, sharing as brothers and sisters, growing together. This is so marvelous. This is the best treasure from life, the connections we have, and to be able to get in touch and remember the love that we are through our siblings. So thank you so much, and so glad for all the healings together.
And Magdalena, did you want to share anything that might have happened during the 369?
A lot of love, felt a lot of God's presence, holding me, holding us, and yeah, that feeling that we're always protected, we're always abundant. We just need to remember it, even as a hug, as a presence that is always with us, and remember it. Just what was recalled to me, like maybe moments during the day that maybe I wasn't feeling that aligned, but then feeling this presence, like it was like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. It reminds me of my immunity, really, and not getting trapped in the illusion. So yeah, thank you so much. It was wonderful.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you. Who's next? Fabricia, go ahead.
So, I told you at the beginning that during this month I felt more focused and consistent in everything I was doing. And also I had this sensation of that manifesting myself was easier, more natural. And during the meditation, it was very, very calm. At the beginning, the 3 minutes, I was really centered, and I was kind of in a black hole. So something like concentration, total concentration of energy. And I could feel that I only had to stay there, stay present. And the final image in the 3 minutes has been a totem, and I was the totem, just there. And then in the 6 minutes, it was about being the key. And so just stay there, because the right doors were about to open just naturally. And so I saw this, and I began to laugh, because yes, it's so simple. Just stay there with presence, and then things manifest naturally, and the right doors open. Yes, it's so obvious, but we never trust the process, or rarely, let's say. And so in the 9 minutes, again, everything was very, very calm. I was there with some questions, but just waiting. And I could feel that again. I didn't need to do anything. The phrase was, I will be where it's needed that I am. So that was it. Thank you.
I will be there where I'm needed. Is that what you said?
I will be where it needs
Where
that I am. Where yes.
it's needed, where I am. Beautiful. Okay, thank you so much. Who's next? Trevor.
All right, we'll start with what wasn't recorded. I can't read all of that.
Thank
But
you. I'm
anyway,
so sorry. Oh, gosh.
I feel a strong connection to this world, and I feel more like myself when I'm away from people and I'm in nature. It's when I come back and I'm around people, I feel very stifled and I'm very frustrated waiting for other people to wake up. This is my strongest community. The Global Heart community is my strongest community. And this community is strong enough to overcome any technological or other difficulties that are going to get in the way. The community itself, the people and the connection of our hearts is what's going to go on. During the 369, I believe I was connected with Joy. The 3 minutes, I was trying to connect with the intention, but it just wasn't happening. The 6 minutes, I kind of received a message for Joy, and if she's okay, I'll share it here. If not, I'll private message it. You're okay, Joy? Basically, the message that I received, I spent the 9 minutes writing out. And the gist of it is the healing of the global heart should not cost you your wellness. Stress is building on your left side. You need to release it. My sense is that you need to realign your expectations. So you're holding on to something, and I don't know where this comes from. Again, it comes from the clair knowing. Something else is sending this through me, and it was very strong. Normally, I don't share this kind of stuff, but I was told to share it either privately or I guess I'm sharing it now. So yeah, that's about it. The Global Heart community is strong enough to overcome the obstacles. And if you kind of focus on that, Joy, maybe it will remove some of the stress because you'll get to where you need to be, where we need to be. And I thank you and I love you and I appreciate everything you've done for me and for this group and for the healing of the Global Heart. Thank you and I love you, Joy.
I love that Joy's name is Joy because, Trevor, when you said during the 369 I was connected to Joy, I took it as joy. And I love that it was both joy and joy. Thank you for sharing. That was beautiful. All right, who's next? Madeline.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I had a time jet lag somehow. I thought it was 1 hour later than when you actually met. So that's the reason why I arrived during the meditations. It was a beautiful vibe when I arrived in the room. Very strong, hearts beating. Thank you for that. I spent the last 3 weeks being super sick. I still don't know what it was, and I'm still not fully recovered. I even had to go under antibiotics to that my immune system gets enough strength to fight back the bacteria or virus, whatever it was. Yet I was in the middle of different creations. I had deadlines with art activities and art therapy activities. And I was literally working from bed, which usually is done in a bigger rehearsal room or with full energy. And I was literally doing everything with muscle testing and being in bed. And the thing that echoed all the time was trust the process. Trust the process. And it was bringing me back to roots, to the grounding that was teaching of how much there is listen when we don't move too much, when we don't expand everywhere, but literally are forced to come back to just trusting the presence one step after the other and being suddenly able to receive ideas, thoughts, messages that connect to the global heart, that connect to what is needed right now. And in this experience that was given to go through me, it was literally when I saw the outcome of it, a path from the me being doing things and being connected and being receiving messages, blah blah blah, blah. And suddenly the bigger and just being available for that. And in that case, I can say that being sick was a huge teaching, that I arrived in the middle of the 6 minutes meditation, and somehow the end of the 6 minutes and then the 9 minutes, from the intention that was set, the one thing that was resonating was the soul's needs. And it kind of went in vibration, and that's how I feel. And I feel very emotional right now. I feel very shaky and almost crying of speaking it out loud. Thank you for allowing this space of placing it with words. Yeah.
Okay, your coming in when you did was perfect timing, because we had just spoken all about the gift of carefully expressing emotions but allowing those to come through. So your crying is very welcome.
It's actually shaking. I'm not able to cry right now, but I'm shaking. Yeah, I need to breathe through and to allow it to be.
Very, very good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, who is next? We need to address Elsa. And Elsa, if you could try, I know I'm going through the same thing, piece together in a couple of sentences what was
Yes.
shared.
So for me this time it was really just feelings and sensations, no visuals, no messages, just love, gratitude, playfulness, and I feel very, very happy and very
like really this thing about, okay, my soul really needs to move. So I just want to like dance a little bit and feel my physical body. Yes, yeah, that's it, to summary.
Could
Thank you.
could you just in first just a moment, because you presented such a lovely intro to why we were doing what we were doing today, and you talked
Oh yeah.
about that question about the soul.
Oh yeah. Madeleine, yeah, I went to Egypt 3 weeks ago, and when I came back from Egypt, I went to a monastery in Spain, and I couldn't stay for the weekend because, so this is a full story now. So I couldn't stay for the weekend because it was fully booked. So after meditating during 24 hours, I was like, okay, what does my soul need? And it guided me to go to a hostel in Barcelona. That was a massive place that consciously I would never have chosen, with a lot of young people and not in my type of area. And I was really in the observing mode the 3 days, because I was like, what does my soul needs something here? So what am I going to find? And so I met someone, a young man that was sitting every day next to me. And by the third day, he gave me a full reading about me, my life, the life question I had. And he, at some point, he was like, I don't know what I tell you all this, Elsa. I never did that before. It's just like I get the messages, and I could see he was channeling. And I was like, yeah. So we had a long conversation, because then I had more questions and then he had more answers. And so it brought me to this simple question: what does my soul need? Every time I had to make a decision, and not anymore just relying on the muscle testing or what my head would think I need, like as a next step or as an answer, and it really brought me so far to very interesting situation and interesting people. And so that's where, from these stories, that we started the intention of today.
Elsa, thank you so much. And one last thing I want to ask you is about the astrology regarding this month.
Oh yeah.
Just bring it
Yeah.
full circle again.
Okay, so
Scorpio.
it's intense. It's intense, my darlings. We are in the most intense time of the year, Scorpio season always. And now we have a lot. So we have 10. When we talk about astrology, we use 10, 8 planets and 2 luminaries, moon and the sun. And 6 of the 10 are in water signs, which is deeply emotional. And the 4 other ones are in air sign, which is mental, hypermental. So all this is inviting us to dive into our waters and what wants to come out, what needs to be seen and taken care of. It's very beautiful time for healing and really looking at the wound. Energetically speaking, we might tend to avoid the process and say, oh, I'm going to go on holiday, or I'm going to go grocery shopping, or watch this series, or whatever kind of, we are all very good at sometimes getting distracted of the process. But we have very beautiful energy, supportive energy for our healing, like deep healing, if we want to. So the invitation is to cry, because crying is going to be wonderful to release a lot. be with water, work with water, and use all the art and intuition to also, the messages in the dreams are pretty amazing lately and will be more. So yeah, all the expressive ways, singing, dancing, writing, just to let that out courageously and gracefully, more or less.
Thank you.
And you're, yeah.
Go ahead.
No, and Madeleine, she's like me. She's a rising Virgo, so I can totally relate to the kind of thing you're going through, because we go through the same thing at the same time, astrologically speaking. That's it. I love you.
So one other thing, Elsa, thank you so much, that I recall from what you said that really rang for me was that you asked, what is our soul wound during this time, which is a very beautiful way to phrase it, and that we can work 10,000 hours on ourselves, go through all psychological development and human growth development and looking at ourselves spiritually, and that wound still exists. And rather than to like cast it away or hide it, to look at it, to just look at it. And so thank you for that. That was, I think, a very important, almost like a home play, you know, like instead of homework you have home play. This is something that you can look at. So thank you so much. So now I will try to recall what I said, and maybe you guys can help me remember what I said. But I know that when Elsa and I were preparing for this, while she was speaking of this question of the soul and her soul's direction and approaching things in a very different way, it kind of intersected with my own experience of approaching things a little bit more with beginner's mind, and that we could be in relationships for a long time with friends, with families, with groups, with organizations, with our communities. And there's a kind of a complacency, or we get used to patterns, and we just go along by rote with those patterns of how we respond. But if we step back and see it as, oh, we're starting to meet this person anew, someone we may have known for 20 years or more, or a community we've known for a long time, if we can approach it with taking off all the judgments, the filters, the everything, that it would bring miraculous insights and also help you to see what gifts you bring to the table with those engagements. So that's kind of how we started. And then there's one more thing that I want to share that I shared before that was really important, because we started to talk about also the need for emotional intelligence, because over the last month or so I've had many clients who have gotten really sick and even diagnosed with heavy duty illnesses. And part of what I recognized in diving deep with them is that there's another cause, like a core cause, peeling all the onion layers away to the core. And the core is to not being able to address their emotions in a healthy way. Like, for me, I gave a personal example. My personal example was I was entering into a new community, and someone in that community who wasn't even present in person started to assume what my intentions were and began to speak to other people about me with that other very ill intention. Now, anyone who knows me would know I would never have the intention that was being spoken about. So I had to address that I was angry about this, because if I didn't, it would sit with me and seethe somewhere deep within me and maybe make me ill. So I addressed it head on, and I wanted to release, bleed off some of the energetic emotions that I had around it, the energy that could accidentally harm in return someone else. So I, in a healthy way, released that energy and then brought myself back to center, not denying that I was angry, but to say, this event that occurred really pissed me off, and that I needed to address it and say, please don't treat me in that way. And specifically, not addressing the person like I don't like the person. It has nothing to do with that. I love the people. It has to do with the action that was taken that needed to stop. And it happened, and I was able to do that. And I literally could feel in my physical body a relief, a release, where it wasn't held in. Okay, so then with this meditation, this is really, was really quite beautiful. The other thing that I asked for was that if we could take a little time to hold joy, sacred joy, in the center of the circle, because she has been dealing with so much around these platforms and really presenting to all of us this global heart healing, something that she is birthing and has been birthing and has had to redo because she's held it so protectively and importantly for all of us, and this community makes that up. And so my hope was that with the divine through us, we could fill her back with all the love she gives to everyone and everything. Okay, so my 3 minutes. I tend to get very visual things, but this weaves everything together. An incredible band of light with shimmering edges beamed up through the center of our earth. Each element of that beam held divine love in great purity and spread out like a toroidal field, showering our souls and the souls of all creation, humanity, and Mother Earth itself. 6 minutes. This group began to travel, carrying within us the sparkling beam of divine love that permeated all our beings. It is as if we suddenly had X-ray vision and could see this beam in everyone, no matter how they presented as their public persona. This allowed us to engage with the divine spark within everyone and seemed to awaken an awareness within them of that divine spark. Just by witnessing it, we didn't have to say a word. It also allowed us to love the parts of us that we have condemned. 9 minutes. That's when the remote viewer and the electrical strangeness occurred. We each began to create orbs of light that represented what we wanted to gift the world with from our presence. We each approached this delightful divine request with playfulness, having fun with what we wanted to gift others with. Each of us selected simple to complex things. Some placed a hologram of their heart, never losing anything in gifting others. Some gave a sample of their giggle, their smile, their cry. Some gave a drawing of their heart or a sculpted part of their heart. Some presented their eyes, allowing a sharing of what you see. Others gave their voice, their song, a poetic line, a whistle. Others gave their hands in prayer, a soft touch, a listening ear. In giving, everyone also received from whomever they wished to receive from. We knew in that moment that by connecting the dots, we became one. We are one, and that is the global heart. Thank you for staying. Thank you for deeply listening to one another and sharing your beautiful experiences. Is there anything else that anyone wishes to share before we leave? Joy, I was going to ask you a couple things. Can you please share your stuff and the messages or the question that you wanted to ask people?
Right. So in the 3, I felt great releases and just pure peace. And as you all know, I needed it. And then I was called to find and release 1 emotion on behalf of us and the global heart. And in the 3, it was frustration. In the 6, I felt great releases. Oh, and it wasn't pure peace. It was grace. Pure grace in the 6. And then we released creative insecurity and discouragement. I think all of these are beautiful releases for the global heart. You guys brought the good stuff. And in the 9 minutes, I heard, and I actually, these are the word I got words. It was feel and receive love and be and give love.
So
And then,
connected.
yeah.
So connected.
Yeah. And the releases were failure, confusion, and defensiveness, which I think is, kind of rampant these days. And the last thing is we're going to have a gratitude circle where we actually bring all of us together. And it might be that it is better to do the timing in November, which would be on either the 19th or 20th, or we could do it in December, but that would be probably December 18th. And I just feel like December gets super crazy, and I just wanted to ask you guys, as well as the practitioners, which, maybe you can just vote. Raise
Yeah,
your
actually, in the group, it is possible to do a poll in the Telegram groups.
In the Telegram group? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do a Telegram.
Just an idea.
Sounds great to me. And then we'll start planning it from there. By the way, we did a beautiful one for the Spanish group literally yesterday. And it was magnificent. Fabricia was there. Magdalena brought A Course in Miracles. Elsa brought Poder de Intención, or Power of Intention, as well as some astrological overview. And Gabriela brought Healing the Inner Child, and I brought Global Heart Healing. And it was just a magnificent group and a beautiful time. And it's the first time that the Spanish group has gotten to see a group of my healers. So for me, it was one more dream come true. Thank you.
I don't speak much Spanish, but maybe I will join. It sounds incredible. Thank you, Joy.
Thank you all. Thank you, Joyce.
Yeah, love has no language. Anyone can join.
And speaking of that, I want us to do that in the community. I want the Spanish to come in and speak in Spanish, and English to come in and speak in English. And those of us who want to interact will just translate. And I even think it might work because today it translated for me on Google Chrome. It translated the landing page that was in Spanish. It offered to translate it to English. If it will do that on our actual community website, how great would that be?
Oh, that would be wonderful. I too do not speak any Spanish, but I would love to learn, and it would be wonderful to experience that.
Yeah.
I just want to say one more thing, and that is thank you, Elsa, for connecting with me in collaboratively creating this for this group. And I value your just wonderful working collaboration, which doesn't always happen in collaboration, and I just appreciate it so much as I do with Joy. And thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Joyce. Thank you, Joy. Thank you, everyone, for coming and gathering tonight. I don't know, remember when is the next one, but I really hope to see you all
Yes.
next one.
Oh, thank you
Yes.
for saying that, Elsa, because it is nice to announce it on this.
It would be, the next one would be November 20th. And the one
Yes.
after that would be December 18th.
Yep.
And so we've talked about, because it's easier for Elsa if we do the gratitude circle on this day than it is on the other days. But
Which day?
You mean on the Thursday, like have it combined on the same
You said
day?
you preferred it on the Thursday versus the Wednesday. Because you
No,
have
Wednesday I'm busy.
Right, exactly. So
Yeah.
very good chances that we would do it on the Thursday. But we'll put it in the Telegram group. And
Excellent.
Trevor, I know you're not there, but I did send you a little message in here, Trevor, he's not there. It's not listening. I sent you a little message in chat here, and you can read that. and anyone who's not in Telegram, maybe we'll just put it in the community as well. But right now the community is just getting started. So please come in there and help us build it. It'll be a beautiful space.
And you guys are miraculous in having summarized what we said at the beginning. I think we captured a lot of it. Maybe not all the emotions of it, but I think we did a darn good job. Take care, everyone.
All
Many
right.
blessings. Much love. See you soon.
Much love. See you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Take care. Have fun. Good
Bye.
night.
Good
Bye, guys.
night.
Bye.
Bye. Love you.
Love you.
We did it.
Stop recording.